What's up, besties? It's your boy, Ivan. I'm coming to you guys with a story time. My coming out story. Every gay person has had their own coming out story. Some good, some bad. Mine is alright. It's okay. Because I'm still here, so. So I've always known that I was different. I don't want to say gay because I didn't know what gay was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always knew I was different. Even in like school, some family members and stuff, they seen it in me. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I played sports. I was cold on the basketball court. You hear me? I used to play like football with my cousins and stuff like that, you know. I didn't really touch like anything girly, you know. I remember at a young age, like when Bow Wow and Romeo was popping and stuff, and me and two of my aunts watching them on 106 and Park, because you know 106 and Park used to be that bitch, you know. So we was watching 106 and Park and their videos came up and it was like, Bow Wow so cute, Romeo so cute, and I was like, Bow Wow cute and Romeo cute, but see, by me being so young, you know, I didn't really, I mean, I was like, shit, I'm around a whole lot of girls, you know, so I thought, you know, boom, like, I could say that too. But, of course, boys weren't supposed to like boys. And so just, you know, coming up, I used to fight in school. I was bullied all the time. I've had females to tell me, oh, you too feminine. So I'm like, damn, I'm being turned down. You know what I'm saying? They saying I'm feminine. They saying I'm goofy. It was like, okay, you know, I never really had a girlfriend in school. Fast forward, and I want to say maybe middle school, I started to kind of question. I was like, okay, what's gay? I mean, I knew what gay was, but I didn't think that I was gay. Me being curious or whatever, like, I went on Pornhub and RedTube. Y'all know. RedTube used to be that shit. I'm telling you, you could go on RedTube and watch everything. But so I was maybe about 12 or 13. I typed in gay men sex.
Ooh.
That was the night of my life. Cause baby, I was turned on and I didn't know why, you know what I'm saying? Cause I could watch straight porn and stuff like that and would get aroused by straight porn too at that age. Cause I guess it was just the curiosity of the mind. Baby, after that night of me watching them white guys doing it, I went back to school the next day and baby, I had a crush on almost every boy I seen. It went from me being at a young age of not really knowing what was going on. People always looked at me funny or bullied me. I always stood my ground, you know. If somebody was bullying me or whatever, like, I fought them. Like, I was fighting 2 and 3 times a school year and stuff. Like, I was always fighting. Middle school hit, baby. And I had a crush on every guy. It was one dude I had a crush on. Oh, my God. He was so fine. He all right now. He got a couple of kids. Yeah. You know, he tried to gangbang and stuff like that, but I held that in for about 3 years. Once I was a freshman in high school, sophomore in high school, I texted my mama. And see, this is when we had the little phones that slide up that got the full keyboard and stuff. I had a little Samsung phone and I slid it up and I asked my friends at the table and I was like, should I tell my mama that I like boys? And they was like, if you want to tell them, tell them. I text my mama. I mean, texting away. And it said, Mom, I got something to tell you. She said, what? I said, I think I like boys. She said, Boy, what? Like in the text message, I seen her, boy, what? Exclamation point, question mark. I said, yeah, Mom, I've been feeling like this for a while. And she was like, boy, I thought you was gonna tell me that you kissed a girl today or something. I said, now, Mom. Anyway, so day went on by and stuff. Later that night, she pulled me in the room. She was like, son, do you know that HIV and AIDS is out there? And she was like, she pulled out the notebook and everything and did a whole diagram, baby. She took that notebook out. She put one person, two people at the top. She drew a line from them and said, that person could have slept with 5 people and they get it. And then that person slept with 5 people and then now 20 people got it and stuff. I was like, Lord, mama. Like, Mom, I hear you, baby. But it wasn't about, to me, it wasn't about, HIV and AIDS. It was like, I got this feeling and I feel bold enough to come and tell you about it. Like, Mom, just hear me out, Man. She was like, well, we got to tell your daddy. I was like, I did not want to tell my daddy. Like, I was like, oh my God, why can't I just tell my mama? And then my daddy just found out. Well, we were so in church and stuff like that. And my dad is a musician. So we was there for Sunday morning service. We was there Monday choir rehearsal. We was there Wednesday night Bible study. We was there Thursday night choir rehearsal. And if they had something over the weekend, we was there. Being gay was just looked at as an abomination in the eyes of God. And so I just didn't want to tell my dad because I had been proven, which this is gonna be another story time, but I had been trying to prove myself to my dad. I liked cars, but he liked music, and I didn't want to tell my dad. I just didn't want to tell him. And she pretty much pressured me to tell my daddy. So I'm like, okay, I don't know. At this point, I'm like, ooh, I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm going to say it to my dad. I'm going to school. My mind is crowded. I'm not talking to nobody. Me and my mother barely even said anything to each other. And I was like, okay, damn, how am I going to tell my dad? Why, not even a week later, I want to say maybe about 4 or 5 days later, my mom goes and calls me in the room with my dad in there too. And my dad was like, your mama said it's something that you got to tell me. I said, yeah. He was like, so what is it? I said, Dad, I'm curious about dating boys. And I could just see the fire just coming out of his body. It's like I could just imagine him just being hot from head to toe, hot. I mean, fire hot. And he's bald too. So it was it was like, I know it was Steve coming from his head. And he didn't really have too much to say. I was joking about it or whatever, but I was like, yeah, I dated a guy or whatever for a week, but we didn't like it, so we stopped. And I bust out laughing. He was like, that's not funny. So, I mean, it wasn't funny then, but it's funny now. Now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm talking about it again, it's funny as hell. I went to school the next day, kind of in a depression state. I got home. And mind you, they're not the only people that I had told. I had told 2 of my aunts. I don't know if it just circulated or whatever around the whole family, but I thought that I could trust those 2 aunts. Anyway, I get home. My aunt calls my dad. He walks outside. And I'm like, I already know what this is about. Man, my daddy came back in the house. And he said, son, come here. Child, we go in the room. This man said, but he was like, all that gay stuff, I ain't mess with all that gay stuff. If you he was hot with me. He was like, if you gonna be gay, you getting out of my house. And I'm like, I'm only 14. I don't know where to go, and I live in the country. Like, this is nothing but trees and grass. My uncle lived next door and got chickens. Where am I gonna go? Like, I didn't know what to do. Man, I'm just standing there. I ain't got nothing to say, no words, no nothing. I kind of started crying a little bit. I started kind of tearing up a little bit. And do you know that man came up to me and punched me in my stomach? And all I could do was hold my stomach because I was like, I couldn't believe. Not the man of God done punched me in the stomach. Like, not the man that be singing at the nursery homes and singing God's glory every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday punched me in the stomach. Like, I couldn't get mad. I couldn't bring myself to a mad state because I was always taught being gay is wrong, you know? So it was like, okay, this is something that I have to endure because I have to lay my head somewhere. My dad, my mom taking care of me, you feel me? So at 14, like shit, I don't know where to go. I don't know who to call. They done took my phone. You done took my PlayStation. Baby, my PlayStation 3. Who am I gonna talk to on a PlayStation 3? Like, baby, they left me with nothing but a Bible in my room. Ironic, right? He punched me right in my stomach. I'm like, ooh. And kind of crying a little bit. And I'm in night clothes. Mind you, at that time, I was depressed, like in a suicidal state, because I didn't feel like they, loved me or anything when we had the conversation the night before. I took 2 NyQuil and I took 5 Tylenol. I was taking them every day after I told him for maybe like a good week. Because I just wanted to sleep it away. I wanted the pain to go away, and child, I'm walking down the street. I look to my right. My uncle stepped out the house. Didn't say a damn thing. Just watched me walk down the street. I ain't got on no shoe. I got on night clothes. Like, I have on night pants, like jogging pants, kind of, sort of. They was green, blue, and black plaid. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I had on a navy shirt. And I'm walking down the street, no shoe, just socks. I'm walking down the street. My mama flying by. She said, get your tail in the house. So I'm like, my daddy just told me to leave. So what y'all want me to do? Walk back to the house. Mind you, like I said, I don't know where to go. I can't contact nobody. My uncle looking at me like I'm stupid. You feel what I'm saying? When I walk by his house. So it's like, okay, I don't know what to do at this point. So I said, okay, I'm gonna walk back in the house. Literally, my mom and dad gave me the same fucking conversation over again. As if we didn't just have a conversation last night. This is something I can't help, y'all. Jesus. This is something that I can't help, baby. This just grew on me. And y'all ain't even want to talk to me to try to figure out why I felt the way I felt. Y'all just retaliated. Y'all just reacted. And so that's really my coming out story. I mean, I'm still here, right? So, I mean, ain't nothing, too bad, happened to me that I couldn't endure. You know what I'm saying? But, baby, that's my coming out story. I can sit back and laugh at it now because it's funny now. You know what I'm saying? Because now, we have such a better relationship now. Well, me and my mother do. Me and my parents have better relationships than we did that day. I'll say that. They have come to accept it for the most part. Boom, like I could talk to my dad about day-to-day things. He don't really want to hear anything too much about me being gay, and that's fine. But the thing that I don't understand is that's a part of me. So, of course, every time you see me, you're going to think, okay, my son's gay. Every time you talk to me, every time that there's something that has to do with me, you're going to say, hey, my son is gay. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that relationship to where I can talk to him about any of my relationships and stuff like that. Now my mom, on the other hand, I just tell her little odds and ends, you know what I'm saying? Because she still kind of joke with me and be like, well, like, don't tell me nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. Like, she be joking with me and stuff like that. But in the long, you're like, we're okay. You know what I'm saying? We good. I do feel like we do need to have more conversations about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, this is just, me. This is just my life, now. So, and it's a part of me. And I feel like if it wasn't for me being gay or finally coming out the day that I did, I would be a totally different person. So I feel like things were lined up how they were supposed to be. Things happened how they were supposed to. And it made me a stronger person, But I know that when it comes down to me having my own kids possibly one day, whether it's adoption, surrogacy, or whatever the case may be, I'm not gonna do if my kids have this feeling to be whatever they say they want to be, I'm gonna support that. There's not gonna be any type of violence or any type of bashing or naysaying or anything like that. I'm gonna treat my children completely different than I was treated. Y'all, that's my coming out story, baby. But I will say this too. Don't come out until you're ready to. I feel like I should have waited. I should have waited until I had my own. Things happen how they're supposed to. Things happen so that you can be a better person and so that you can get to your overall, goal. So, girl, with that being said, I love you, I love me, and you should love you too.